And in the second fight of the night, Mick Parkin is going to be taking on Lukasz Brzeski in the heavyweight division. And Mick Parkin, one of the main training partners for Tom Aspinall, who's going to be defending his interim title in the co-main event. And he's had a good start to his UFC career, even though he hasn't necessarily been dominant. He's 3-0, and he's, on his way to being in the rankings if he can get a couple more victories. But they're still building him up. They're giving him Lukasz Brzeski here, who's not the greatest, but I do have a little bit of a soft spot for Brzeski just because his last fight, he did cash me a pretty good bet where he was able to get the upset victory over Walter Walker. Much different matchup in this one, though, and stylistically, I think this is a fight that favors Parkin. Brzeski's one of these guys that comes forward hard early in the first round. He throws a lot of volume. He has decent hand speed. And then he has a lot of heart, so he doesn't necessarily quit, but his cardio just is really bad. He gets super tired and very sloppy, slows down majorly. He gets super slow. Even though he's still throwing strikes, he's still coming forward. His last fight, for instance, versus Walter Walker, another thing that he does well is he will concede takedowns, but he gets back up and fights hard. And if you start to get a little bit tired, then it could just become a slot fest, and that's what the fight with Walker became. This fight with Mick Parkin, I feel like Parkin is a little bit too much of a professional to lose this fight. I just think that he's going to have the hand speed advantage. And early on, maybe it'll be competitive in the stand-up, but once Brzeski starts to slow down, Parkin can start to clinch him, get him even more tired, and then just outbox him as well. I think that he has a lot better striking. He's going to be more comfortable on the feet than Walker. He's not going to be just pushing the takedowns, looking exhausted, and kind of giving bad optics for the judges. And I feel like he's going to be the fighter that looks fresher, more in control as the fight goes longer. And therefore, I think he's going to be able to take a decision. I could see a late finish, but I just don't think Parkin is that much of a finisher.